Well, absolutely. Look at the dollars that we send overseas in oil. I mean, that if those dollars stayed in this economy, what would happen in this economy? And when you take 20% of this market, and I really need to put some numbers together that say these are the kinds of numbers we're talking about. These are the things that, this is the number of jobs. The DOE, the report I've got right here, read the book. They've put it out. Department of Energy says 20% wind by 2030 will create 6.2 million jobs. I think there's about 8 million people out of work right now. That would take a pretty good chunk out of that number. 3.2 million of those jobs are permanent jobs. These are jobs that stay. You know, there's the putting up of towers, and once they're up, obviously those will change. But service companies and industries that are going to be created, and jobs that are going to be created that don't even exist today. Technologies that will be created that don't even exist today. President Kennedy, which you guys are too young to remember, back in 1962, gave a speech to Rice University. He said, we're going to go to the moon. Now, to that point, they'd gone 162 miles in space. He said, we're going to go 240,000 miles in space in a spacecraft that we haven't even discovered the materials to make the spacecraft with yet. We're going to land these men on the moon, and we're going to return them home safely. And we're going to do it before the decade is out. So that's 8 years. They not only discovered the materials to make this spaceship, think of all of the products that came out of the space industry. And if you don't stop and think about it, you don't realize. If you've ever had an MRI, that came out of the space industry. If you eat a hot dog in 30 seconds that you made in a microwave, they came out of the space industry. Everybody loves their cordless tools, all came out of the space industry. There's Kevlar, came out of the space industry. On and on and on, these things that these companies never existed, that will now exist because of the R&D that's going to go into these types of things. And whenever we concentrate on something, whenever we put this type of effort into the building of a new industry, look what we get back. So much more than what we put in.